got engaged. In the past, I mean.
I've had hundreds of wives. I've outlived everyone I've ever loved. Do you know what that does to a man? Century after century after century.
No, but...
Of course you don't. You were the lucky one, the gifted one. Your family could endure. You need to repay the debt you owe me, whether you want to or not. That's why I set all this in motion.
What do you want me to do?
End my torment.
I can't. I'm sorry, Immortal, but I can't stay here, and I'm not cut out to run the planet.
That's not what I meant.
I can't believe they thought 2 guards would be enough for us. Famous last words.
Kill me.
What?
I'm a mere husk of who I was. Be merciful, end my suffering and the suffering of this planet.
No, just quit.
A king cannot quit. He must fall forever. Kill me, and the power will return to the people. It's the only way for humanity to rise again. This is what I want, Mark.
Look, maybe the me that you know would kill you, but I don't do that.
You left me here. You made me into this monster. How many more must die because of your mistakes? You will kill me, whether you want to or not. Or you and so many more will die.
Dude, throw yourself in the sun or something.
Suicide is a coward's escape.
Stop! We don't have to do this. Let me help you.
I've fallen for your lies before. They're always the same, full of false hope. But some things can only end in death. We were friends once. Do this for me.
I can't. It's working. Shut up.
I'll prove to you who I've become.
Stop doing this.
There's only one way to stop me. One way to end this forever. One way to save them, like everyone else. What kind of man lets others die? Because he won't act. This is the only way. Please.
Enough. I didn't know it was gonna be like that, but thank you. That must have been hard. Don't thank me. Please don't thank me for that.
There was a week when he called me MF.
When you got so upset.
We stopped calling you.
No, remember when I had that phase when I was trying to be cool to relate to my adolescent daughter, and I kept doing this, and I'm like, hey, MF, how's it hanging? Do you want to do a little rap about why you should listen to your parents and clean your room?
It's been years, but I want you to know that those sunglasses you had during that week, I sold them and I broke them because I was tired of being called MF.
What? You said that they were to the phone!
MF means motherfucker, dude.
It also means morning frost. Maybe that makes you a bad MF.
What makes you think that crossing your arms and bending your torso at 45 degrees makes you cool and political children? I saw like a strange mouse man doing it at a child's casino, and the kids seemed to be present. So I thought that I may as well learn parenting tips from the rat at the child's casino.
There was a week when he called me MF.
When Frosty got so upset.
We stopped calling you.
No, remember when I had that phase when I was trying to be cool to relate to my adolescent daughter, and I kept...
Reading your opponent's mind is something every poker player dreams of, and I did exactly that. I have ace 10 of clubs. This guy raises to $15. This guy calls, and I could call, but that won't give any information. Instead, I re-raise to $60. Now, both my opponents call, which tells me they don't have garbage. There's actually a 92% chance that they're both holding 2 face cards or a pair. So even though the flop and turn check through, my pair of 10s is a most likely beat. But would you look at that? The river comes a queen. I have a straight. Amazing. But then he bets $130. This guy immediately calls, and my suspicions are confirmed.
He has an ace. I have an ace. What does he have?
I don't like this. I don't like this. Oh, take it! Please, somebody show me this. I was beat by a full house. I saved $130, and that's why reading your opponent's mind is something.
Hold on, boss. How you doing?
You need anything else?
I don't need this.
Oh, you got everything you need?
Yeah.
If you look at it, right?
Yeah.
You can see that it's like missing. You shouldn't right there, you see it?
Yeah, I got you. All right.
Just call me whenever you're ready.
All right, bet. All right. All right, just want you to see everything. Everything good for you?
TV so boy.
Yes, sir.
I could have used you like 3 months
Oh,
ago.
for real?
I was smoking out front.
Uh-huh.
Nephews and shit was in the house.
Mhm.
Come back, shit broke. I don't know what they did. They might have dropped it because you know how I sit next to the TV. And shit.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Good
All right.
shit, though, y'all.
Appreciate it, boss. Hold on, boss. How you doing?
This guitar looks pretty normal, until you notice the strings aren't attached to the body. They're pulled in tension by these extremely powerful magnets, and this gap changes everything. How you play it,
Wow.
what it sounds like,
Why does it sound so good?
the amount of fingers left on my hands. And all of this started with me just tying a small magnet on each guitar string.
This looks cool. Look at this.
But when I tried playing it didn't even make a sound.
Let's try a chord. No.
Because the strings were so loose, I could literally blow them away. So how do we get a lot more tension while maintaining this gap? I think we just need some bigger magnets. And these might look small, but this is the strongest grade of magnet a human can buy.
Wow.
And sometimes that fact came back to bite me.
Oh, they pinch so hard. Okay, they look a lot more stable now. Let's see if I can blow them away. Okay, good. Let's try it. Huh. I mean, I hear notes, but the tension is still just too low. I can't really play it. It's like a rubber band. It feels so weird. Look at how they move.
This proves the idea works, but to actually make it playable, the forces needed are way higher than I expected, because I'm forcing the magnets to work across a gap. It's basically the most inefficient way to use them, but also the coolest. So I finally did the math, and it turns out we need magnets 5 times stronger than these.
Already here, I can feel it's pulling. I will release it. Whoa! It broke the wood. Oh my god,
These guys are getting a bit scary strong. At this point, they can definitely break your finger, and if they break mine, that's on me. But if you're ever injured by someone else's negligence, you deserve to get paid.
And that's where the sponsor of this video comes in. Morgan & Morgan. There's a risk is that they win.
Magnet on the...
Here, look at it. I will... Wow, this one really feels like a guitar string. The movement of the magnet here. Look at it. I will bend the note. Whoa. This has potential. And when you're done playing, just take your string. And you have your string. I don't know what the purpose for that is. And when you want to play again, you just... Whoa.
Now all we need to do is adding more strings. And with the second string,
They're more stable because they're pushing at each other. Wow, 2 magnets is actually better.
but as I added a third one, I ran into a huge issue.
Oh wow, it's so unstable suddenly. Oh, come on. Attempt 5.
These magnets really hate being close to each other. It seems at this strength, they also start fighting sideways. So I started separating the strings. More,
What?
and more,
Oh, come on.
until I ended up needing a guitar neck wide like this. But that's when I realized, what if I just put all the strings on the same magnet? But with this approach, we're going to need an insanely powerful magnet.
Whoa. Okay, that's a good start.
It was a bit concerning they packaged this like I ordered a grenade.
Doesn't look that bad. Over exaggerations.
Before putting it anywhere near the guitar, I wanted to get an idea of what kind of power I was dealing with.
Wow. Oh my god, I can't slide it. What is this magic?
Yeah, it's definitely powerful. And I never got the magnet off. So I had to order a new magnet. Before this sticks to something else, let's mount it on the guitar.
Oh my god, this looks cool.
And for the first time, the strings could sit closely without smashing into each other. But it was a bit terrifying. I mean, only 4 thin metal wires are now stopping these 2 magnets from violently colliding and exploding.
Whoa!
And let's not talk about accidentally getting the hand in between them. Fortunately, I won't have my hands there, for now, because I need to tune it first. But as I did, I noticed a little issue.
Wait, when I turn this tuning pin, this string changes. But I'm tuning this string.
Well, it turns out if all the strings are connected to the same floating point, tuning one string changes all the others, which make this guitar basically impossible to tune. Unless I get more creative with my tuning strategy. My first idea was to tune it by changing the thicknesses of the strings. A thinner string increases the pitch, and a thicker string lowers it, without affecting the tension of the string. And with a lot of trial and error...
That's not bad. Wow. This is cool. Stop, please. I'm getting nervous. Shush.
I got a big improvement, but it wasn't there yet. So I designed something that allows me to tune by adjusting the length of the strings. Which got me even closer. Close enough that I should be able to use the normal tuners for these tiny final adjustments. And after an entire day of potentially the most frustrating thing I've ever done, I finally did it.
I tuned it. It's tuned.
So now, let's try it.
Wow. No, 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 no. I'm instantly scared.
I couldn't believe I was playing a guitar where the strings were not attached to anything. But I also couldn't believe how lame it looked. I mean, it basically looks like a regular guitar, and I don't want to sacrifice my hand for this. So I reached out to my designer Shervin, and after a lot of iterations, we came up with a design that could truly do this justice. And after a lot of 3D printing and assembling, the new body was ready.
Ah, oh, shit. What was that?
But the magnet's desire to stay together was again stronger than I expected.
Oh no, the entire guitar is bending. Do it. No, why is it so close? Whoa. Oh no.
So the final product didn't really match the sketches.
It's doing some yoga, this guitar. Wow, this makes me quite worried.
But after analyzing the point of failure, I came to the conclusion that plastic is weak. So I made a new version using metal instead. Taku, look at how stiff it is.
Yeah, Taku approves.
Now let's just put it together and pray this thing actually works. Okay, let's do this.
Wow. This looks insane. Look at it. Wow. This looks insane. Look at it. From my angle, this looks crazy. It looks fake almost. I can't believe I'm doing this. Ah. Oh. Okay, it works. I can feel the whole thing kind of wiggles back and forth. With my playing, it's like jumping on a trampoline with your hand. Okay, I discovered something really cool. So if I just push on the side of the magnet, we're bending the notes. But if I instead push the magnet towards me, we push the strings closer to the pickup, and we're controlling the volume. And if I instead play something and grab the magnet... Ooh, I don't like those sounds. What am I doing? Okay, what am I doing right now? I should not be there with my hands. Anyway, there's so many possibilities with this magnet. Okay, let's try to actually play something here. Okay, I will just go for it. I will not be a coward. Okay, magnet, stay there. Wow. Listen to these bends. Why does it sound so good? Honestly, when you play it like this, you kind of forget that the strings are literally not touching anything here. I can't believe this guitar works. This is crazy. Oh. Okay. Not touching anything here. I can't believe this guitar works. This is crazy. Oh. Okay. Relax, guitar, it's okay.
Now for round 2, let's upgrade it. Because I really like the effect we get from pushing on the magnet, but it requires a lot of effort.
But I made this little thing that can help us do that a lot more efficiently and safely. Okay, let's put this on. No, this is not safe. This guy has too much power. I hate magnets. Yes. Wow, that doesn't look bad at all. Look at this. Okay. Wow. Wow. He's out of tune. You know what? It is in tune without this thing on the magnet. But when this thing hangs on the magnet, it changes the weight, and that pulls differently in the strings. This is so... It feels so good. This is so good. It's so smooth, it's crazy. I love this. I love this thing. This is cool. So if I flick this thing, the magnet starts shaking and it creates this little effect. Without? With. That's cool. Okay, enough playing around. I want to try to play something really difficult now. You ready? It's like a loaded gun. Stay magnet. Okay, I think that's it for today. Whoa, yeah, definitely.
This day almost cost me a heart attack. But fortunately, I still got all my 10 fingers, and I'd like to keep it that way. So I'm putting this guitar aside for now, just to be safe. Become a member to my channel if you want to see extended testing of this guitar right now. And I also have a bonus video of my piano playing octopus, Taku. And don't forget to join my Discord to see what I'm working on next.
You ever played Imperium? No. With Harry Potter's like in the No, but I've definitely seen
hilarious.
Yeah, watch it.
Wait, Daniel Radcliffe was in the
Yes, I've definitely seen the clips of it.
That's kind of nice.
It's very insane. He hits some wild ones. He's like on a march. Yeah, I've seen it. He would not like you.
Oh, yeah.
You're on the wrong side of that barricade. Wait, right. Nick, wake up, white people. Wake up. What now? Nick, what are you doing, man? Come join your race. Come join the white race.
Do you think an actor that serious though, when he's playing that role, goes full method?
He did go full method.
He really?
You gotta go 100%. If you're gonna do that, you gotta rip the band-aid off.
Yeah.
Just say it. You ever played Imperium? No. With Harry Potter's like in the No, but I've definitely seen
hilarious.
Yeah, watch it.
It's been ever since you joined this party that I feel like I've lost control of everything.
Why?
You
Just because I know which way west is.
Well, you were about to show us. Go ahead.
Well, now it's that way.
What do you mean it just changed?
Well, no, that's whichever way you're facing, so... It's whichever way you're facing.
Oh, dear Lord. Turn west. Now, which way's west? Okay, no, just keep going west.
I make a wide circle.
This eventually we're going to do this for 8 hours. We're going to go the different west. Actual west never changes, no matter which way you're facing.
This sounds like Illuminati talk. I told you about them earlier.
Yeah, they're the ones that poison the water. They're called the Illuminati.
We're talking all the way. Come on, let's go. Oh, wait, which way?
It's been ever since you joined this party that I feel like I've lost control of everything.
Why? Just because I know which way west is.
Well, you were about to show us. Go ahead.
Well, now it's that way.
What do you mean it just changed?
Well, no, that's whichever way you're facing, so... It's whichever way you're facing.
Oh, just don't kill him.
I wasn't gonna kill him.
I'm going to dive into the grease and attempt to slip underneath him, and I'm going to start to go up to grab him by the legs and then keep him backwards behind. Oh, this is going to get so much worse for you. I have the crusher feet. 61 points of damage. I can fly back 5 feet.
I slide underneath him and grab him by the waist, and I suplex him like so, and then I roll on top of him so that I'm actually straddling him, grab both of his feet, and do another roll, and he double suplexes, cracking his fall back against the greasy floor each time, and then I flip around, grab him, and I bouncer style Super Mario him all the way around, smashing him to the side and throwing him out in one direction.
You chuck this teenage possum,
And he flies covered in grease, and he smashes against the barrel, and
Oh no.
I run over and I check to see if he's alive. No, he's not. Just don't kill him. I wasn't gonna kill him. I'm going to dive into the grease and attempt to slip underneath him, and I'm gonna start to go up. Just don't kill him. I wasn't gonna kill him. I'm going to dive into the grease and attempt to slip.
Do that these days. So the data mining, it just, even if you wanted some kind of group, like group blind experience, I guess, the data mining will make it so that doesn't happen. But if you make a game that's very sandboxish, like Noita, where nothing's like pre-designed, like these wands were not, the devs may have literally never built this wand or planned for anything built like this ever. It just kind of happened because they created ingredients. And they're like, players will find ways to utilize this stuff to do big damage. So that means whenever you data mine it, all you're doing, data mining would be doing this. It'd be looking at this chart. I can see every spell in the game, and I can see more detailed stats on it. But I mean, besides that, you got to figure out how to use it yourself. So data mining didn't rob anybody of the wand building experiences. Like the community had to come up with it, and that's why to this day there are still new builds that come out. Now usually they're not really basic builds. It's not like, hey, spark trigger in this, very powerful. Back in the days that was actually like little basic builds would be some newish discovery that people would talk about. But you know, every once in a while people still stop by and say, hey, have you ever seen a combo like this? And it'll be, you know, a little bit of a bigger wand, but you're like, damn, that thing pumps damage. I remember you resisting using triggers for a long time. I think Durium had to berate you to use it. I can't remember if it was Durium, I think it was Mixu. It was one of them. But yeah, because my logic was, in the early days especially, the hitboxes were even more jank. Whenever you hit stuff, you'll notice that like your projectiles go flying off in all directions. Aladdin actually doesn't do it very well at all. A lot of enemies, when you hit them, you'll see projectiles go flying in all directions. And you think, my whole payload missed. The whole payload just like shooting to the side. It's a pain in the ass. But the reality is, whenever you're shooting everything from the clump of the wand, like this, you're missing a shit ton anyways. So this one has a higher probability of getting a good amount of the payload hit, and it opens up the opportunity to add modifiers, which if you didn't have those there, then shooting it from the tip of the wand will obviously have no chance of hitting anything. So yeah, I remember the first couple times with on spark triggers, I was like, they look okay, but I'd be like, you know, but check this build out, you know, and like, look at this damage. Now that's some damage. But again, it was the early days. We were all little noobs learning together. Oh, there's Durium right there. He's like, can't deny that part.